What's going on, guys? A little bit of a different video today. As you guys can see, I'm doing a full cost breakdown of everything you need. The essentials, maybe the not so essentials, and like where I was probably doing a little bit too much. Ironman training, hybrid training, whatever you want to call the dial generate, what we're doing right now, okay? Most of you guys are probably just getting into running, which is totally cool. I would also probably just be running if it weren't for my Ironman in April. Actually, I don't know, I take that back because I'm actually having a really good time with cycling. And cycling is one of the ones where you can buy a lot of stuff for, which is fun. Everyone likes to buy, regardless of who you are, whatever activity it is, it's fun to buy gear. Everyone knows that. It's like when you go golfing, you want to get the fucking simulator. You know, you want to get the clubs. You want to get all the clubs. That's why cycling's fun. But anyways, let's just get straight into the video because I want to help you guys out, all right? So let's start off with running. You don't need much, okay? And you can overdo it as well. You really don't need much. You just need a pair of sneakers, and they don't even have to be one of these cool running pair of sneakers, okay? It can just literally be anything. Maybe you'll fuck up your feet, but once you get more serious and you're actually clocking in some miles, that's when it matters, okay? First and foremost, you guys are gonna need a fitness watch. It's pretty mandatory, I would say. I would say a watch is essential. It can be an Apple Watch, it can be a Garmin. I know there's some other ones out there as well. It could be a Forerunner 255 or 165, or it could be Phoenix 7. It could be anything that you guys want. You just need a watch because the watch is gonna do a lot of things for you. It's gonna track, as long as it has GPS, it's gonna track what you're doing. It might even play music for you from so you don't have to carry it on your phone. It might work well in the water. It might track your bicycle, whatever. I really recommend a watch. You can get an Apple Watch for pretty cheap, like around $150. You can get an older model for even cheaper. You can get older Garmins for even cheaper. Go on Facebook Marketplace, whatever it may be. You're gonna need a watch. Like I said, you don't need any crazy shoe, but look, if you wanna get serious, you're gonna be buying shoes every couple months, okay? That's what I've learned. I thought I was just gonna be able to buy one pair of shoes. Look, this was the first pair of shoes that I bought. Saucony Endorphin Pro 4s, okay? So I bought this shoe, not really knowing anything, but I saw like, yo, everyone loves this shoe. This is a carbon plate shoe, okay? What does that mean? There's a carbon plate in the sole. So what does that do for you? When you bend it like this, it's not really doing it, but you can kind of see, well, these are also a little bit beat as well, but you can see how much, like, there's a lot of, like, when you try to bend this, it's like, holy shit, okay? Versus something like this, bends really easy, okay? So why do you want a carbon plated shoe, you ask? To be honest, it's gonna give you some more speed. You're gonna have less cushion, but it's gonna give you some more speed. So these are not race day shoes, okay? So race day shoes, you're gonna be around the $300 range, $250 to $300 range. That's the Nike Alpha Fly. Madrid's gonna put up a nice photo right here. That's the Saucony Endorphin, I don't know, we'll put the photo right here. There's just a bunch of race day shoes, okay? This is not a race day shoe, but you could use this in a race. You could use anything in a race. That's also what I'm learning. You can run in fucking Converse if you want. I've seen it. I literally saw it. Saw a video. Dude was running in flip-flops and shit. So you're gonna want at least one pair of carbon plated shoes, and you're gonna do this in your faster runs, okay? So your zone 4 runs, okay? Your threshold runs, your 5Ks, this is what you're gonna wanna do it for, okay? So this is gonna cost you, I'm not gonna lie, this is gonna cost you around $200, these ones, okay? I actually have 2 of these. So these are both the same, or this one is the Endorphin Pro 3, this is the 4. I actually prefer the 3. So if you're gonna get something carbon plated, but you don't want a race day shoe, I would recommend the Saucony Endorphin Pro 3. I got these on Amazon. These are actually my favorite running shoes that I have. But you don't wanna run in these every day. That's something I learned. Don't make that mistake because you're gonna get cooked, okay? And that's what happened to me. Something more chill, okay? We've got the Endorphin Speed 4s, okay? So these are not carbon plated, but they are pretty bouncy, okay? So these you're gonna be doing like your fast-ish runs, but like maybe they're longer, like you're mixing it in together. Look, to be honest, I've done a lot of miles in these. I love these. When I go on the treadmill, this is what I use, okay? They're not carbon plated, but they're a little bit bouncy, okay? So most of your miles in those. I have yet to try. I'm actually really excited. These are the Hoka Mach 6. Super cushiony, so you can see how soft it is. So this is gonna be the majority of your runs, okay? I know I said that one, but your long zone 2 runs where you're high impact, because think about it. When you're running zone 2, you're jogging. For me, it's like, I'm not gonna lie, it's like 11, 12 minute pace, whatever. It's like this. That's very high impact on your knees, your feet. You want something cushy versus when you're sprinting or when you're racing, you're doing 7 minute pace, whatever it is. you're not doing much bouncing. You're going fucking forward, and you know what I'm saying? That's when you want the carbon plated to push you forward. So most of y'all, if you're just getting into running, invest in something like this, the Hoka Mach 6. You could easily look up, something that I looked up was best daily trainers for running. That's what you're gonna want. Before you sign up for a race, before you start getting into some super fast paces, you're gonna want something cushiony. This is actually really light. I haven't run in these yet, so I'm super excited. They're super light. So what do we have for running? We have a watch, we have shoes. This last one is optional. It's not mandatory, but I do recommend it. Sorry, there's two. You can get a cool running hat. This is from Melon. It's not the most stylish thing, but I kind of like it. It's like the polyester spandex material, so it's not gonna like hold the sweat or whatever. It's like water resistant, whatever. Who cares? You don't need that. Something you also might not need, but you totally could, some sunglasses. Lucky for you, I have a sunglasses company. I own one, boulevardframes.com. You can go right here. We've got sunglasses for $52 if you use code Madrid, who edits my videos, or code Soosh, either or, 15% off. But we've got stuff like this, look. Boom. These are more for like cycling, but whatever, you guys get it. Sunglasses, hat, whatever, accessories. This, a lot of people ask me, bro, what do you do with your phone when you run? Guys, they make a running belt. It straps around your waist. You make it tight as shit. Literally make it as tight as it can, so your phone's not bouncing around. You put, look, I'll tell you what I put in here. You put your phone in here. I have my neighborhood card for when I walk through the side of the neighborhood, and I have chapstick, and I have my phone. You could put gels in here. If you got a 2-hour run, you can put a energy gel, whatever it may be. Boom. Belt. Not mandatory because you could just hold your phone. That's what I used to do before I knew this was a thing. And most of this shit you can just get on Amazon. If you just go on Amazon and look up running belt, boom, bro, there's a million of them. Last thing for running, heart rate monitor. I would say this is, if you want to be serious, I would say this is pretty mandatory, I'm not gonna lie. Because the watch is good, it does get your heart rate, but when you're out there, you're sweating, you're running, I've read, and most people would probably agree, it's not really that accurate on the back of your wrist. This straps on to the front of your chest, like so. You guys have probably seen me wear it a million times. That's where your heart rate is, okay? This is like $90, so definitely a little bit pricey. If you can't afford it and you wanna just get one of the two, your watch is okay, it will do. Just letting you know, your metrics, your data on your watch is probably not gonna be as accurate as this thing right here, so. And that is it. Oh, final thing, socks. Socks are really important. I got really bad blisters in the beginning, and I realized it was because of my socks. So don't sleep on your socks. Socks matter a lot. You can look up running socks, do some research, what's the best performance socks for you, with whatever, but they are really important, and you should swap them out often. Throw them out when they're old. They really are important. Protect your toes. So that's it for running, okay? Next up, let's get into the good stuff, biking. This is a road bike. This is not a triathlon bike. This is a road bike. Trek Domain SL5, I believe it is. Yes, SL5 Trek Domain. I got this on sale. It was actually a gift to me. This was $2,400, which is a really good price. But there's plenty of bikes on Facebook Marketplace, or if you just go to the bike store, just look up bike store. And they sell a shit ton of bikes. I go with Trek because there's a Trek literally 5 minutes down from my house. It's really convenient if I have issues, if I need service, if I need a tire change, because I don't do any of that shit myself. If I need my chains cleaned, whatever, I go there. And it's 5 minutes away, and they're really cool. They know me well, so I'm sticking with Trek when I get my triathlon bike, which is gonna be expensive because each bike is different. If you guys wanna get into the nitty gritty, you know, this is a road bike. There's mountain bikes, there's triathlon bikes. There's all sorts of different bikes, and I didn't really realize that because like you could do a triathlon on this, but you're probably not gonna be as efficient as you wanna be, okay? You're not gonna get the best time as you can. I had this little phone mount right here. I would say that's pretty, no, it's not, because you're gonna be on your phone and you're gonna run into a fucking truck like I did. Look at my shoulder. I literally was on my phone Snapchatting. It's not that bad, but I ripped up my kit and everything was fucked. And then a bike computer. This is kind of pricey. They can get up to like $400. Garmin bike computer. The thing is if you get a Garmin wrist, or if you get a Garmin watch, you get your Garmin bike computer, automatically syncs up to your heart rate. My heart rate monitor is a Garmin. So everything syncs up. So then when you're on Strava, if you guys follow me on Strava, everything's loaded up on there. It's the best thing ever. You don't have to do a fucking thing. They make it so easy for you. Shout out to Garmin and Strava and all of that, because I was really impressed when I got into it. And then you're gonna need a helmet, okay? You're gonna need a melon protector, because if you're not wearing one, you're gonna get fucking hurt. Wear a helmet, they're cool. Sunglasses as well. We already went over that. You can wear your heart rate monitor as well. And you're gonna need a racing kit, okay? When I first started, I was wearing shorts. My butt started to hurt because I didn't realize that the shorts had pads in them. They have literal butt pads so your butt doesn't get so. I had bruises inside of my ass, like not even on my ass. It was like inside of my cheeks and the cheeks. And then you're gonna wanna get clip-in pedals eventually. So let me put this fucking bike away. Also power outputs on the pedals. I don't even have that yet. So is it essential? No, because I don't think I'll get it until I get my next bike, because to be honest, miles per hour and heart rate is all I'm really looking at anyways. But the power is cool because it will tell you on your bike computer how much power you're putting out. So if you start fucking pedaling super hard, it'll be like, yo, you're putting out 200 watts of power, and you're like, whoa, that's a lot. Or it's 300, 400 watts, fucking yachts. But yeah, okay. Then you're gonna need some shoes, okay? These are the clip-in Gyro Cadets. I actually got cooked for them because they're kind of like look, they're nothing crazy, okay? They're 90 bucks on Amazon. Gyro Cadets. You can get, these ones are a lot better, I'm not gonna lie, but they're black. And I got these from the store, but they're black. And when I wore black, everyone cooked me. They were like, yo, cycling drip, quick tip, get white shoes. And I was like, say less. Am I sacrificing style for comfort? Yes, because these are carbon composite, carbon in here, versus these are a whole lot of nothing. I don't know what the fuck this shit is, okay? Also, I'm feeling it now, the weight is so much different. So that's biking. You're gonna need a kit and a jersey as well. I would suggest, honestly, I'm sure there's other brands out there that are better, but Rafa, it's really expensive, but you kind of pay for what you get, because when I went on Amazon and I got some random racing shorts and racing jacket. One, I looked like a clown, but two, the fabric and the material wasn't that great. The padding wasn't that great. When I got my Rafa set and I put that shit on, I was like, bro, I feel good. I look good. Like my butt doesn't hurt. So it really does matter. So if you're getting into biking, just understand you're gonna spend a lot of money. So get the Rafa set. Next up, swimming. You wanna get into swimming. That's fucking sick. I would recommend, look, running is easy. Well, it's not easy, but running is easy to get into because it's easy, it's running. Everyone knows how to run. You just run, you just go outside and do it. If I were to choose one for you guys, it would be swimming because of these couple reasons. You get a sick ass tan. Running, you get a tan in, but because you're in the water magnifies it and you get a good tan. I don't even wear sunscreen. My tan is incredible. You wanna know why I don't burn? Because I don't eat seed oils. Stop eating seed oils, you'll stop getting sunburn, I swear to God. That's not a joke. Sorry, what was I saying? Before I went on a little crazy rant. Swimming. So you're gonna get crazy tan. You're gonna be around a lot of people, which is always fun, because when you're running alone, I'm not gonna lie, I've been running alone for the past 6 months. Shit fucking sucks. It's boring, it's lonely, it's a lot of your own thoughts. You might have a little heart to heart with yourself when you're running out there, because look, when there's no one around you and there's nothing stimulating you, it's literally just you and your thoughts. And I think that's one of the reasons why I do enjoy the running the most, is because, you just fight demons out there. I know it sounds corny as but like, it's just you out there and you're fucking struggling, you're huffing and puffing, you're sweating, you're like, this shit sucks, why am I doing this? That's when you talk to yourself, okay? Swimming is what you should get into though, because like I said, tan, you might be just looking to meet people, which I low-key am. Like I'm looking to meet new people and like just talk to people. I go to the pool. I found a sick aquatic center that's unfortunately like 25 minutes away, which is a little far, but it's all right. It's $4 daily. So you swim twice a week, that's $8 a week, $32 a month to swim. I'll fucking take that all day. And you're outside in the sun, you're around people, you're around girls, you look good, you're all jacked because you're in the gym. Everyone's like, holy shit, look at this guy, look at this guy's tattoos, he's 6'4", he's so handsome, and he's jacked and he's tan, what the fuck? Super good conversation starter. What you're gonna need. Don't pull up in swim shorts. Don't do it. Pull up in jammers. I wear these. I literally this is the only pair I have. I got these on Amazon. These are like the most shitty jammers ever. They're like 20 bucks. I mean, if you're really trying to be serious, maybe get the nicer ones because they're more buoyant. You're more smooth through the water, because that honestly really does help. Like all these, you could probably tell that I've been shaving my arms and legs because you want to be hairless, because literally your hair grips onto the water. It's pretty crazy if you actually look into the data of it. Hair matters a lot. So maybe you want to get something better quality, TYR, I think that's what it's called. correct me if I'm wrong, but that company, they make some really good buoyant stuff. You wanna go tight too. I'm probably a little bit too big. This is XL. I could have probably gone with the large because the looser it is, the slower you are. So you're gonna need jammers. That's what these are called, 15 bucks. You're gonna need a swim cap, super cheap. There's like $5 ones on Amazon. And then you're gonna wanna get a pole buoy because if you're not that great at swimming, which I am not, I've just never been a great swimmer. This has helped like immensely. This is a pool buoy. So you put this in between your leg like this when you're in the water, and this is gonna keep your legs upright because when you're swimming like this for a while, your legs wanna sink. And then that creates drag. So then you're swimming like this. You don't want that. You want to start swimming like this. And eventually, once that pool buoy's gone and you're kicking your feet, you're still gonna be like this, okay? So with this, I do all my practice with this, which means I don't kick, which means I'm probably a lot slower than I actually can be because when you have this in your legs, you don't kick. It's all arms. Because this is floating, it's all arms. Because it's teaching me to engage my core, and I'm literally like sucked in like this, and I have the pool buoy in, and I'm floating like that. And I try to keep my legs level. That's something I've learned. And look, keep in mind, I don't know shit about anything. I'm just learning this, but I'm just trying to put this video out for you guys because if you're trying to get into it, I know a lot of people are because it's fucking sick. Do it. You're gonna need goggles as well. At first I got the Speedo goggles, but those were kinda GR. Like those are kinda like just the normie ones, so I had to upgrade to the Cobras. The Arena Cobras, which actually, I know I was just shitting on the Speedo, or I was just saying that they're whatever. These goggles make a huge difference, I'm not gonna lie. I have not had a single problem with fog. The Speedo ones fogged every single time. And I haven't had any water in these. Speedo ones, I would get water in as well. So, and also weirdly enough, I can see like actually good through these versus Speedo ones, it was so blurry all the time, which is probably the fog now that I'm saying it out loud. So disregard that last sentence. I would honestly, look, it's not essential, but if you can get the Cobras, I would do that because they're 10 times better than the Speedo ones. There it is. That's all of it, okay? If you combine everything, you're looking at around $4,500 to $5,000, but majority of that is gonna be the bike stuff, you know, because you got the bike computer, which is for $400. You got the bike itself, which might be $2,000, or you get a cheaper one. The helmet, all that stuff. But it does get expensive, okay? If you're just gonna get into the running, all you're gonna do is you're gonna get a soft shoe. You're not gonna get one of these carbon plated shoes. You're just gonna get a soft shoe. Hoka Mach 6, I have not run in them, so I can't say that they're good. I have heard great things. My buddy did 250 miles in them, and they're still good, so. And that's another thing, you are gonna have to replace your shoes pretty often. So there's gotta be a rotation going. This shit's not cheap, okay guys? I'm not gonna lie, it's not cheap. Is it one of the cheaper hobbies I've picked up? Yeah, golf is fucking expensive. Talk about golf, $100 every time I wanna play. Kidding me? I can swim for $4 and get a tan and talk to girls. How about that? Other essentials that I could totally talk about are energy gels. You don't need them, but if you're going on long runs where it's 2-3 hours you're outside, you're gonna bonk out and you're gonna wanna get some gels in you, okay? You're gonna wanna get some sugar, some carbohydrates, whatever it may be. Make sure you're drinking a lot of salt, electrolytes. If it's hot by you, if you're sweating like I am right now, I'm gonna go inside and drink some electrolytes. Super important. Hydration is not just water. I'm starting to realize this too. Hydration is not water. It's water's like yes, sure, it's important, but I would say it's same importance as sodium and potassium, magnesium, all that good stuff. So one thing I could say though about all of this stuff is that I'm learning a lot about myself, which is really cool. Because when you don't do challenging stuff, look, I'm not gonna lie, when you're just going through the motions in life and you don't challenge yourself, you don't learn anything about yourself. Coming from someone who hasn't been challenged lately in the past year or two, because I haven't applied myself to anything really. Now that I have, it's like you do start to learn and you kind of get addicted to it. You're like, yo, what can I actually push myself to do this pace, make this climb in under, even like little small things that I set for myself when I'm on my bike, because there's a hill that I always hit. If I'm just like kind of pedaling normally, it'll take me like 3 minutes and 5 seconds to get up the hill. But like, I'll do it in like 2:30 or 2:40 and I'm like, oh, yo, I'm cooking right now. Like, how fast can I do it today and today and today? So little shit like that is like, those small wins, they add up, and like, you don't really realize it until, I mean, you don't realize it at all. I understand that that's doing so much for my mental health, you know? So make sure you're eating a lot of food, drink a lot of water. Like I said, staying hydrated. My headphones, I wear the Bose open earbuds. They're $300. I was gifted to them by Bose. Luckily, influencer privilege, they gifted them to me. So, but I will say they're awesome. And the reason why is you wear them open. The open earbuds are really important because you want to be able to hear your surroundings. When you're out there, it's a free for all. These cars, they don't care about your feelings, bro. They'll fuck you up. Okay. Hope that helps. It's pretty cool to see. We had the AOT pop-up the other weekend, and it was really cool to have a bunch of you guys come up to me and be like, bro, I started running because of you. I started swimming because of you. I'm like, dude, I just picked this shit up now, and already you guys are fucking with it so much that you guys are doing it, and I'm still learning, you know. And now I'm making a video of gear. I really want to make it clear, I'm not an expert at any of this stuff, so probably don't even watch this video. I know it's the end of the video. Anything I just said, just forget it. I'm still sick. Fuck. Dialed World Tour is coming soon, guys. We're taking the Dialed overseas. And I'm not talking about Japan. I'm talking about like real world tour shit. Long Beach Marathon in October. A couple of you guys have DM'd me being like, yo, I signed up, I'll see you there, this and that. Or you're not even signed up, you're just gonna go cheer me on. That would be cool. But don't cheer me on if I'm not hitting my pace, because I'll be upset. Which I'm not sure what it will be yet, but we're getting close to the point where I'll know. Ooh. All right, if you're getting into biking, biking is a whole different ballgame, man. Go to a Trek store, talk to the bike guys, start learning something. Yeah. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.